These are the three essential AI skills that you need to master going into 2025. Why do I feel so strongly about this? Because 2025 is going to be a year of massive transformation as AI begins to get adopted across the workforce, from enterprise corporations to single entrepreneur shops. AI is going to change everything. It is critical, if you're not utilizing AI already, that you begin. And if you're wondering, how do I get started with this? I'm going to share with you the three essential skills that you need starting today in order to be prepared for what's coming in 2025 and beyond. And as you start this, just know that the pace of change that we're in now is extremely fast, yet it's going to accelerate going forward. That is the reason why it is essential to get AI literacy skills for you and for your team. And if you're a leader in an organization, you need to have this for everyone. Here are the three skills. First, master the basics of prompting, and think of AI prompting, generative AI prompting, as a core skill. I want you to erase from your mind the term prompt engineering. This is not a technical skill that you need to be a tech person to learn. This is a core skill, no different than learning how to use basic word processing applications, email, and everything else that you use in your organization. Treat it the same way. And it is all about being fluent in how to ask the right questions of AI to get the output that you want. Core prompt development skills can be learned in as little as half a day, ideally a full day. Here are the habits that you need to cultivate. First of all, train yourself, and if you're a leader, train your team. Ideally, you get somebody to come in and spend a half or a full day just doing a deep dive into how to develop prompting skills as a base skill. As you build up this core skill with yourself and your team, share and collaborate on your prompts. Create an internal prompt library and share your outcomes and your failures and everything in between. As you collaborate as a team, you're going to get better. It's likely that there is one person in your group right now that is experimenting with AI and is probably pretty good at it. Yet that knowledge is locked away in their mind and they're not sharing what they're doing. As you get more people engaged in this, you're going to find that the outputs not only get better, but the ways that you use AI will become more apparent. And this is going to explode the use across your team, and innovation will follow. This is the next essential skill that you need to build in the age of AI, and that is adopt a managerial mindset. This isn't about managing people, but it is about managing systems and workflows. So just as managers think about managing resources and assets and build processes within their organization, every individual, including individual contributors, needs to develop this core skill. And it's not a skill that's typically developed within companies. So here are some key habits to cultivate that will help developing these skills. First of all, just start with the understanding that you're going to use AI to define your workflows. And this can be as easy as recording yourself describing a workflow. It can be in video or it can be in audio. And audio is probably the easiest one to do. Record yourself describing a workflow from start to finish. It doesn't need to be perfect and it doesn't need to be in order. You just need a description. Record that and then use AI to develop an outline and a step-by-step process for that workflow. Then you can go back and edit that because it's now built out in text and it's really easy to modify and adapt and edit for correctness. And then you have a workflow that is defined and can be utilized by other people in AI in the future. The other little thing you can do with this that will make a huge difference is start to identify the subject matter experts in your organization for specific areas of work, business processes, and workflows. Interview them, have them describe the entire process from beginning to end. Having an expert record the process gives AI a firsthand look into how to develop a step-by-step instruction guide for workflows. Once you get these workflows defined, you can now use AI to build interventions for automation, improvement, and other AI-assisted enhancements. This is where you start to recognize the massive time savings by defining things in workflows. The third skill, and I think the most difficult to start if you're not using AI, is to cultivate an AI first mindset and this idea of possibilities over limitations. Now, it sounds like a big idea concept, but in practice, it is a skill that can be developed. So, number one, use AI every day. Have your team use AI every day. A daily AI habit will unlock the possibilities of what you can do, and you will shift from using AI as a reference tool to a tool that can enable you to get more things done than you thought were possible. It will enable you to do things that you did not think were possible before because they were not in your native skill set. The other skill set you build on top of is to share these discoveries within your team in a culture of transparency. And these discoveries can be everything from things that did not work, outright failures, to those magical aha moments when you realize, I had no idea I could do this with AI. When you share that with your team, you start to move toward that realm of possibilities. And lastly, measure your wins. This creates the business case for how to use AI in your organization. The easiest way to do it is start with time. How much time was I able to save by utilizing AI to complete this task or assist with a workflow? Typically, you will reduce an hour's workload to 15 minutes when you start using AI. That's an easy baseline metric, and it's a huge return on investment. So those are the three skills. And I feel extremely strong in this opinion that if you're not adopting AI right now, you're at risk of being left behind. And I don't like to lead with fear, but I think that level of urgency is something that we all need to have in our minds because the pace of a change is accelerating. And if your competitors are using AI in their organizations and they're adopting AI workflows, they're going to accelerate not only at the speed at which they can do things, but at the speed at which they can innovate and develop new products. It will be extremely difficult to catch up if you are not implementing AI strategies starting in 2025. It's that simple. So, time to act is now. Start small, stay curious, and build incremental small wins with these three skills. Once you developed an AI mindset and an AI habit for yourself and for your team and for your organization, you will notice the dramatic innovations will follow, and you'll be well prepared to take advantage of all the opportunities that are yet to come. Thank you, and talk to you soon.